Live on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
Pass to Mobo. Shot clock at 5. There's a good screen. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And he sinks the second. And he can't make it. 3 for 3. Now, here's Chalmers. Jackson with the screen. Fires for 3. Frames the three-pointer.
What agility there. Look how quick Jackson moves after setting the screen. Perfect execution.
Pass to Koulibaly. Back to Daniels. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Now Chalmers. They set the pick. Now here's Ayton. He's covered by Ayton. A shot missing. Now Daniels. Pass to Koulibaly. Now Ayton. Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. From past the arc. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Here's Kamara. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Irving. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Irving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
And he nails the 3rd. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the paint. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. Oh, wow, what a great move inside. That is incredible.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Irving can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Koulibaly. Kept alive. Pass to Daniel. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Koulibaly. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Loads of expectations come with going #1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Pass to Chalmers. Jackson with the screen. Pulls up. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone. Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And the foul on Dyson Daniels.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Second personal foul.
That sends Julius Erving into the free throw line. That's on Julius Erving. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Erving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community. Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Outside for Jackson. No good on the three.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And on the way from Irving for three. Good on the triple. He's got 11. From the arc. And it's Jaren Jackson with the three.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Mobo. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And the wide open shot. Yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
Pass to Mobo. Daniels with it. Takes a three. They get it back. Here's Mobo. Off target with his three. To the inside. Pulls up for three. Buries the long-range jumper. Koulibaly's got 7.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
And they're running. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Daniels with it to the middle. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Here's Daniels. Pass to Mobo. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Number 33.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Left. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Black's got his first bucket in this one. Irving from long range. Here's Ayton. Outside Irving. Back to Koulibaly. And the three off target. Jacks up a three. And it's sent back by Irving.
And not many guys Irving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Fareed. Sinks the three-pointer.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's stolen. And now Chalmers pushing it up. No one back to Stephens.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Pass to Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. .153 left now here in the second. Screen by Fareed. Pass to Kamare. Clock at 2. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. .137 left to play here in the half. Chalmers surveying the D. Here's Ellison. Shoots it. And it's Shepard missing. To the left wing. Here's Black. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And here's Chalmers from the arc. Rebounded by Kamare. And guys, they look to set it up in the half court.
Well, that's when you got to rely more on your defense and try to get out in the open for it. Oftentimes, you can develop your rhythm offensively when you get easy baskets.
Fareed, no good. Out to the right wing. .32 seconds left in the first half. To the right side. For the three. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them.
Get there.
Here's Shepard. Still scoreless. Down low. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. That'll do it for the first half. They're up by 11. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
38.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Black. Pass to Ellison. Ellison with the rebound.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Kamare. There's the pick. Out to the right wing. Just 4 to shoot. Covington with the steal. Out left to the wing. Here's Shepard. And the lead is down inside single digits. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Here's Black. Here's Ellison. Sweet little floater.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
Pass to Shepard. Lets it go. Rebounded by Fareed. And here's the break. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Black. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Reddish. Off target from three-point range. Here's Ellison. Nothing on the board. And here is Chalmers. Kamare misses. From downtown. Rebounded by Kamare. This one for 3. That shot no good. Now here's Fareed, the fast break opportunity. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Outside Covington. Pass to Shepard. Back to Covington. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the athleticism of Covington is tough to contain, which is why the D overcommits like that.
And both free throws good for Covington.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Fareed looking for an opening. The offensive rebound. Pass to Reddish.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And there's the foul. It's on Coulibaly. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 1:59 left here in the third quarter. Clock at 6. To the wing right side. Pass to Ayton. Irving with the steal. Inside. Finished off the break.
He just looks so fluid in the open floor. I love how Ayton runs to the right spot in these situations.
Outside Irving. The wing jumper off target. Now Coulibaly. Lets it go from deep. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. 1:04 left to play here in the third. Ayton wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. Ayton's got 5.
And I'll tell you what, stretch bigs are getting bigger. Ayton, Embiid, Big Cat, this is the future.
A 3-ball, and Koulibaly gets it to go. 12 points for him.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Irving for 3. Rebound, Julius Irving. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Into the auto rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Here's Koulibaly. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. They're up by 9. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Now Daniels. Outside Irving. The pointer. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. To the paint. Pass to Irving. Back to Ayton. Outside Irving. 6 to shoot. Jackson with it. From deep three-point land. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Daniels with it. To the middle. And Ayton throws it down.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
In the corner, Irving with it. Irving with the steal. And they're on the break. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Daniels.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Timeout, timeout. Guard it.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. Now, he said, come on, can anybody make a three? We have to be better from deep. He implored his team to find the shooters, get them open with movement and picks. We'll see if it works, guys.
Thank you, David. The visitors with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. Tipped away. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Irving. Down low. Here's Mobo. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Jackson misses.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Ayton.
And here's a guy that's not in coast mode. Jackson is going to give it all he has every minute he's on the floor. That's how he earns the and one.
Pass to Koulibaly. There's the pick. Back to Irving. 5 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He misses the free throw.
Your home team, Julius Irving.
He hits the second from the line. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Right side Jackson. Pass to Coulibaly. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Nobody near Irving. Drills the three-pointer.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Mobo. And here's Daniels. Fires from the wing. 5 on the clock. To the inside. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Launches the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Daniels has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Chalmers outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. A minute 20 left in the fourth. On the wing, Irving. To take the lead. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Jackson with the screen. It's tipped and stolen by Irving. Here's Mobo. Back to Ayton. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Irving. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
32 seconds left in the game. Here's Coulibaly. And nothing is falling for him right now. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Irving surveying the floor. Just 5 on the clock. Irving with the steal. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. What do you think we're going to see here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Now, Coulibaly. Right between the eyes. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
They could win it. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines.
Here we go.
Pass to Koulibaly. From past the arc, sinks the three-pointer.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Brent, Koulibaly got a lot of minutes last season, and it's paid off.
Well, Kevin, I think this guy is hungry. I think he's hungry to prove that he can be an elite wing player in the league. His work ethic is top-notch, and this guy, if he goes at it defensively, can be on those all-defensive teams by the time his career is done.
Here's Kamara, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And it's Ayton missing. Pass to Koulibaly. And here is Chalmers. Ayton the screen. Jackson in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Back to Ayton. Takes the three. And Jaren Jackson good for 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Irving for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Now here's Jackson. Tries it from the top of the key. On the wing, Koulibaly. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Three-pointer, Daniels. Kept alive.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Here's Kamara. The three-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Back to Ayton. No good from outside. Unhindered, going all the way. And the basket by Kamara.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And Dr. J slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Ayton wide open. Good, it's Chalmers with the assist that time.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage. And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. 1:33 left here in the opening quarter. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. There's the pick. Fires from deep. On the wing, Jackson. Chalmers outside. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's 1:17 left in the first quarter of the game. This is Chalmers up top. The train. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Daniel from outside. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. On the wing, Koulibaly bangs home the trifecta.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's Irving, and Dr. J slams it in.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
Now here's Ayton. Still yet to score. Pass to Koulibaly. Jackson looking around. There's the three. Outside Irving. Irving with the steal. Here's Mobo. And he jams it with authority.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Pass to Jackson. Chalmers outside. Here's Koulibaly. 5 to shoot. Back to Chalmers. Over Daniels. Here's Ayton. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
There's Jackson with the three. On the wing, Koulibaly. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. In the corner, Irving with it. Back to Daniels. Misses the layup. Chalmers outside. Outside Jackson. Three-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Jackson's got 6 points.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Lets the three fly. Jackson can't get that one to fall.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
They set the pick. The shot's good from Irving.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Chalmers. Outside Jackson. Here's Koulibaly. Connects from three-point range. Koulibaly's got his second basket of the game.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
And here's Chalmers for 3. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. And that's an intentional foul.
Julius Irving. First personal foul First team foul.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Kamare. Off target from outside. Fareed looking for an opening. Pass to Black. Back to Fareed.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Launches a three. Rebound by Mario Chalmers. Right side, Covington. Puts up a three. And that one's good, Ellison. 1:44 left now here in the second. Screen by Fareed. Back to Black. There's the triple. And he's good on the three ball. Black's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Took him no time at all on that one. Kamare's got 7 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
To the middle. Here's Kamare.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Reddish. It's good from long range.
We know Reddish can sink it from the outside. For him, it's about staying confident with that kind of shot.
Here's Shepard. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. You've got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Fareed. Hands it from downtown. Fareed's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Still something Fareed is working on from that spot and that range, but there, he buries it.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
To the left wing. Here's Kamare. He has 7. The shot's good from Fareed. Fareed's got 6 points in the quarter.
You really like to see Fareed making the shot and expanding his range just a little bit.
Gets it off. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that concludes the first half. They lead by 13. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Daniels. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Now Chalmers. Pass to Irving. Koulibaly with it. A 3 ball. He can't get that one. And here's Daniels. On the wing, Irving. Here's the screen. And the lead is down inside single digits.
3.
Irving's got 8 points.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Back to Chalmers. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here we go, one-on-one. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to Irving. Takes a 3. Drops in the tray. He's got 11.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
And it's Ayton missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
To the inside, Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
And that one is good.
And you got to love the aggressive attitude by Fareed there, knowing that no one could guard him down low.
They set the screen. Pass to Kamare. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Just 1 point separating the teams. Here's Ellison. Fareed outside. Pass to Ellison. Back to Fareed. 4 on the clock. Here's Reddish. A three-pointer off the mark.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
For the lead, Kamare misses. Here's Black. Pass to Reddish. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Chalmers. For the finish. And Chalmers slams it in.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Pass to Black. No good on the triple. Chalmers surveying the D. Lets it go with a 3. Drills it from outside. Chalmers has got 5 points now this quarter.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. 1:06 left in the third quarter. Here's Black. Fareed outside. And just miss after miss right now. Now, here's Chalmers. Pass to Shepard. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Now, Covington. Fareed defending. Another shot. Rebounded by Fareed. Here's the break. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now Chalmers. He has 5. Pass to Covington. Beyond the arc. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Leading by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And so here's the home team, trailing by 5. Here's Chalmers. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Launches it. And Rejection by Ayton.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Picked off in midair. One-on-one fast break. And they go to the intentional foul.
Mario Chalmers. First personal foul. First team foul.
The visitors with the ball. Here's Irving. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense. And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
That's tipped. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Irving from long range. Drills the three-pointer. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Back to Coulibaly. 5 on the clock. Fires away from outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Ayton a screen. To the paint. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
Coulibaly with it. The kick out to Irving. Misses the three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Away team.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard, run our stuff. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
Unable to simply overwhelm people the way he did in college just because of his size, Ayton has done a much better job just staying patient. Great pump fake there.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Back to Coulibaly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
First team foul.
1:56 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Chalmers. Coulibaly with it. Lock at 6. For the three. Good on the three-point shot.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Here's Coulibaly. Rebounded by Jackson. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Coulibaly. Ayton a screen to the left side wing. And on the way from Irving for three. Nailed from three-point land.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Daniels. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Daniels. Fires the three. Cans the three.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
So they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And so Irving nails both of them.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Irving with a clean look. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Chalmers. Pass to Jackson. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nails the tray.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket. And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2. Now, here's Chalmers. Good! A huge shot to tie it up.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Irving drives in for the win, and that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Go. Outside Jackson to take the lead, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Now Irving. Pass to Ayton. There's the pick. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Irving. Down low. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Here's Koulibaly. Offensive rebound. Outside for Jackson. Koulibaly with it. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Back to Ayton. On the wing, Koulibaly to take the lead. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Erving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
They set the pick. Three-pointer, Daniels hits it from three-point range.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to Ayton. Ayton the screen. Irving travels in. And the slam dunk by Irving.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Outside Irving. Here's Mobo. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Right side, Irving. Chalmers looking around. Ayton can't connect from long distance.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Irving. Count.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Here's Koulibaly. Unloads. It counts. And that shot brings them to within just one. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's his 5th foul. And here's Daniels. To Koulibaly. Nails the triple.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Turning here to our analysts. What factors, guys, come to your mind?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Pass to Jackson. Jacks up a three. Here's Chalmers. Misses. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime.
afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
Here's Daniels. Pass to Aiden. Back to Daniels. 5 to shoot. Here's Brewer. Puts up a 3. Daniels, that one's true.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Brewer. Buries it from 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Bender. First quarter of play, a minute in. It's right on the wing. There's a screen. Here's Fareed. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Irving for 3. That shot missing. And here they come. Here's Brewer. Here's Fareed. And he jams it home with authority.
Well, the pick and roll involving Fareed is lethal because of how he can exploit the D. An opening that he finds, he'll take advantage of.
Here's Daniels. Pass to Irving.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Right with the ball. Knocks it loose. And he stepped on the line, so they turn it over. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation.
And what a finish from Fareed, using his athleticism there to leap up as soon as he sees the ball lobbed in his direction.
And that one's good. Irving for 3.
3 points.
Irving's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just...
Oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Pass to Aiden. 6 on the shot clock. Picked it out of midair. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Takes the 3. Here's Brewer. Fires the 3. Now Banchero. Out left to the wing. Bender. Hits a 3-pointer. Bender's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the first. This one for 3. And Brewer pulls it down. It's a one-on-one situation. It's rebounded by Banchero. Right with the ball. Irving picks him up. Over to the left wing. Here's Brewer. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Irving fires from way outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Right attacking. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that. That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Here's Brewer. No good with the triple.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Pass to Fareed. 24 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Well, as soon as Fareed gets the ball there, you know he's going to rise up for the dunk. He is constantly looking to throw it down.
Fareed. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. From deep. No good on the shot. Here's Brewer. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. They're up by 5. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Shot is good by Brewer.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Irving for 3. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Defense knows he's a scorer. Banchero got him to fall for the fake that time.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Banchero drops them both. Here's Daniels. From downtown. The rebound by Bender. Pass to Fareed. And we played through the first minute here in the second. And the bucket is good.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Left side Irving. On the wing, Daniels. On the wing, Irving. 6 to shoot. Releases. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game. It's right on the wing. Here's Bender. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
It's his first trip to the line. Good on the second one. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Outside Irving. Fareed grabs the board. Now right. The shake. And he lays it in. And it's all knotted up.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Irving for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Irving's got 18 points in the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
There's a screen. Irving. Pass to Daniels. Back to Irving. Here's Fareed. Guarded by Banchero. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
Well, Fareed using minimal instincts there, getting the contact on shots like that.
Kenneth Fareed taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good.
And the persistence shown by Fareed on every possession gets infectious.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Black. To the middle. Back to Reddish. Pass to Black. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here's Kamari. Koulibaly up top.
Home team foul. Anthony Black. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Koulibaly. Clock at 6. Here's the teardrop. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
1:25 left in the first half. Outside Covington. Pass to Ellison. Covington with it. He shoots. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. Here's Ellison. He's scoreless. No luck on that one. Outside Koulibaly. Picked by Covington. Beyond the arc. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
3 points.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And they're running. 30 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball.
And how about that? Covington rising up and throwing it down with some authority.
Outside Koulibaly. Can they get it? And that's going to be a travel.
Away team ball.
There's 14 seconds left in the second. These are his first free throws of the game.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the away team. Anthony Black.
It's both from the stripe. 12 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside Koulibaly. No good on the three. For three, Covington. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
For the grand finale to the half. Great shot from distance to give his team the momentum right before the buzzer.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. To the paint. Pass to Black. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Reddish, not just a scorer, also good at realizing when to dish.
Now Covington. Kept alive. Outside Koulibaly. Here's Kamari. Shot clock at 6. 4-3. It's rebounded by Abdul Rahim. Pass to Reddish. From the arc. Ellison grabs the board. Here's Black. He buries it from three. Black's got 5 now.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Outside Covington. From behind the arc. Hits the trifecta. 10 points for him.
Covington's range is a big asset for this offense.
Abdul Rahim, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Man, the defender really went after him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first.
And Covington, it gets underappreciated, but a guy who runs the floor, he'll guard a bunch of different positions, he'll hit three-point shots. It's a lot of complimentary stuff.
And there's the slam! Dunk to finish it off.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Covington. Down low. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Abdul-Rahim.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Oh, Covington with a block.
You see why he gets blocks. Covington's length is always there.
Pass to Ellison. Outside Reddish. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. To the inside. Coulibaly with it. Fires the three. Knocks down the triple. Coulibaly's got 6 points.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Here's Coulibaly. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Brent, what you like about Toumani Camara? He'll get in there and do the dirty work for you.
Well, what a ride for him to get the recognition to become an NBA draft pick. He did all the little things to put himself in a position to succeed, and then all of a sudden can get on the floor and contribute in so many ways. Versatile defender, knocks down some mid-range shots. These are the kind of guys who you love to see build out a career. Well, he's just got such a nice, easy release on the three ball. Reddish not looking rushed.
For three, Covington. Ellison grabs the board. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
The three is up, and that one's good. Coulibaly, 9 points in the game.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. Pass to Reddish. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Reddish getting up there and getting explosive.
Coulibaly drives in. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Launches a three. Counted from distance. Coulibaly's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
For three, Covington. Ellison grabs the board.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's Coulibaly. No good on the quick three. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Here's Black. He's got 5. And there's the screen. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Brewer. Off target at the rim. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. Up 9. And time for a short break. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The visitors with the ball. From deep three-point land. Daniels, that one's true.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. We got to know where he is at all times.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Daniels out to the right wing, and the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Just 4 to shoot. Irving for 3. Offensive board. Pass to Fareed.
On defense, Banchero has a lot of good physical attributes, which help him create pressure.
Brewer. Here's Bender. There's the 3. And Aiden pulls it down. Here's Daniels. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
And that one's good.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Pass to Brewer. The 3 ball. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Don't sleep on Banchero's ability as a creator. He wants the best shot possible, even if it's not his own.
It's Daniels with a drive. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Brewer. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. Second
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for your home team, Corey Brewer.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Irving attacking. Brewer can't hit. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Drills it from deep.
Still something Fareed is working on from that spot and that range, but there he buries it.
Here's Irving. And Irving powers it home.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
And good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
They set a pick. It's stolen by Irving. And here comes the break. He goes up. And the finish by Irving.
And really showing the athleticism. Flying solo.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Wow, Banchero using his size to find a path to the rim.
Here's Fareed. .143 left in the fourth. Pass to Daniels. Shot clock at 5. Stolen. In transition. Here they come. Here's Brewer. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Brewer's got 4 points in the quarter. It's tipped. And here's Irving.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The home team on D.
Team foul.
7-point differential.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so both free throws good, and it's a 9-point game here. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
I love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
.55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Wright from the arc. And it's blocked by Irving. Going inside. And Irving powers it home.
The way they dominated, they earned the dub tonight.
Now, these nights last a long time when you just go out there and you outwork your opponent. You know that that's going to pay dividends. Tonight, it's going to come in a win.
Home team foul. Jonathan Bender. First personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for the away team. Julius.
Both free throws good from Irving. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. Here's Bender. Knocks down the long J.
Jonathan Bender.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And the finish by Irving.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Daniels. Here's Brewer. Tipped. From deep. Misses the shot. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Exceptional. K-Sports, we've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
Now here's Banchero. Unloads. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
And the mechanics Banchero has shown are already solid, which is what makes him a dangerous shooter.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Here's Fareed. Here's Brewer. Pass to Fareed. The three. Knocks it down from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Ayton with a screen. Irving for three. Another shot. Here's Fareed. Lets the three fly. Drains the triple.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Full team foul. Corey Brewer. First personal foul. First team foul.
The visitors with the ball. Here's Banchero. And Ayton pulls it down. Irving looking around. A deep three. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Here's Daniels. Gets the three ball to go. Daniels has got 5 now.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team. And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the home team now. 6-point lead. Outside Irving. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three to fall. He has 6.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. With the way they perform, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening. Oh, so ferocious on the drive. I mean, have to be impressed watching Banchero just throw it down.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Now here's Irving. He has 6. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass to Brewer.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Three-pointer. Fareed grabs the board. On the wing, Irving. Ayton with it. Guarded by Banchero. Irving for 3. Knocks down the long J.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
Here we go. Pulls up for 3. .125 left to play in the first. 5 on the clock. And his 4th make of the day in 10 tries.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
What a way to begin this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. 59 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's the pick. Irving fires from way outside. They get the rebound. Pass to Daniels. And here is Irving. 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. Again, Irving missing.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
These are his first free throws of the game.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the away team, DeLon Wright. 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Hayden with a screen. Here's Daniels. He got a piece of it. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Off the inbound. And Irving powers it home. 19 seconds left in the opening quarter. And he'll take his third and fourth free throws of the night.
Fourth team foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for the away team, DeLon Wright. 2 shots.
That one misses. Ball stolen. He goes up. Finished off the break. Wright's got 5 now.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
No shortage of scoring here. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Sees the lob. It's deflected. They retain possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Irving. Here's Daniels. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. He's got 7. Here's Bender. Off target from 3-point range. Irving with it. Now Wright defending. It's stolen by Wright. Pass to Banchero. Here's Brewer. From outside the arc. Connects from downtown.
What a pretty pass from DeLon Wright. This guy can play 1 or 2, but that passing ability is important at either position.
Kept alive. Here's the 3. Fareed, count it. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Brewer. He has 6. Wright. Pass to Banchero. Stolen by Ayton. It's tipped. Here's Bender. Over to the left wing. They set the pick to the paint. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. From deep 3-point land. Brewer can't hit. Here's Fareed. He has 6. Pass to Brewer. Here's Bender. Here's Fareed. The kick out to Banchero.
Home team foul. Julius Irving. First personal foul. First team foul.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Knocks it loose.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him.
For the away team, Corey Brewer taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the strike.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And it's Irving off the drive. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Irving's got 16 points now.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Down low. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Boy, Ayton's reach is absolutely incredible. Great anticipation. That is nice defense.
So both teams changing it up here. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
First personal foul.
Here's Black. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Kamari. And the three off target. Here's Black. Pass to Koulibaly. Koulibaly on the wing.
2 minutes.
And there's the screen. Here's Black. It's rebounded by Abdur-Rahim.
That's some outstanding on-court awareness there. Just a terrific change of shot.
And Reddish gets it to go. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Covington. Pass to Koulibaly. Back to Covington. And he buries his first look.
Really good job by Covington to get good position and finish.
Here's Ellison to the left side wing. Here's Black. There's a minute 12 left to play in the first half. That one falls.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
They set the screen. To three, Covington. Offensive rebound. To the inside.
Away team foul. Sharif Abdur-Rahim. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Poke loose.
Not a smart pass, and he knows it. Got to disguise your intentions better than that.
Pass to Reddish. Back to Koulibaly. And the layup is good off the glass.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Away team foul. Reddish. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's hauled in by Black. Outside Koulibaly. To the middle. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Inside. Gets it up. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And that'll do it for the first half of play. They're up by 8. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Pass to Covington. Down low. Here's Black. Oh, it's stolen away. Here's Abdur-Rahim. Here's Ellison. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Pass to Black. Koulibaly on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Bilal Coulibaly. First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Abdul Rahim. Pass to Ellison. Now Coulibaly. This one for three. And the three-pointer goes. Coulibaly's got 5 points.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Here's Black. To the wing on the left. Hits the trifecta. Kamare's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Back to Coulibaly. Outside Reddish. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And good whistle there. It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. Here's Black. Pass to Kamare. Oh, they pick off the pass. And they're pushing it up. Here's Ellison. Out to the right wing. Oh, deflected. Coulibaly on the wing. From downtown. Sinks it from distance. Coulibaly's got 6 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's Black. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Covington. Pass to Ellison. Over to the wing. Here's Kamare. Offline with a three.
2 minutes remaining.
And he lobs it up.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Team foul.
Outside Coulibaly. Out left to the wing. They set the pick with his first shot attempt. He can't get it to go.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Outside Reddish. No good from outside. It's a one-on-one situation. For three, Covington. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. Here's Abdul Rahim. Out to the wing. Here's Ellison. The three-pointer off the mark. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Personal foul.
And he drops the first.
At the line for your home team.
Good on both. Here's Black. Still without a bucket. Coulibaly drives in. Here's Ellison. It's stolen. And here's the fast break. Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Ellison. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Black lays it up and banks it in. Black's gotten 4 this quarter.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here's Abdul Rahim. The three is up. Shot's good by Black.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And Covington, here we go. And the foul called on Cam Reddish. So that'll be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. These are his first free throws of the game. Both good from the line that time. Outside Reddish. To the wing, right side. Here's Abdul Rahim. And he drives in. And he banks in the layup.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
3 seconds left. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well.
Visiting team.
Up 5. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Right outside. Pass to Brewer. Back to Wright. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Bender. No good that time. Ooh, good D by Irving.
Team foul. Corey Brewer. First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the home team now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Back to Irving. And Irving powers it home.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
The kick out to Banchero. From distance, Paolo.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. 8 in the open look. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Here's Brewer. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Ayton, no good. Here's Bender. Pure from three-point range.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets. And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Here's Bender. Here's Brewer. The offensive rebound. Banchero left side. Banchero finishes with force inside.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
And it's Irving off the drive. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. They set a pick. Here's Brewer. It's rebounded by Banchero. Here's Wright with the drive. Ooh, Ayton with the block. On the break. Oh, got a piece of it. To the inside. Here's Irving. And the finish by Irving.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Brewer. Uncovered. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Brewer's got 4 points this quarter.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And here's Irving. And Irving powers it home.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And it's tied up with that one.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
And Irving powers it home.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
DeLon Wright proving that he is an excellent decision maker on the offensive end. Teammate open, let me find him.
To the left wing. A minute 15 left in the game. Picked it out of midair. Ben Carroll, left side. Pass to Brewer. Back to Ben Carroll. Clock at 6. Here's Fareed. The kick out to Ben Carroll. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul. There's 42 seconds left in the game. Pass to Fareed. Now here's Irving. Here's Daniels. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Irving.
Moving the ball is certainly important, but forcing passes like that is simply bad basketball.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
He sinks the clutch free throw. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Now that's how you capitalize at the line. As long as they play good defense, they should have this win sealed.
Pass to Brewer. Here's Fareed. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 4-point ball game.
He snuffs out any comeback hopes with an impressive performance at the line.
The home team calls timeout. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
Not much time left. You think they have a chance to come back?
Here's Irving. And it's in.
Well, that's all by design now. Get the shot as soon as possible on that inbound pass.
And now they foul and stop the clock. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game. The home team calls timeout. Your thoughts, guys?
They're going to have to get up a quick shot and then foul immediately.
Irving for 3. And so the road team gets the W in this one.